Yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another one of my videos. So today's video is going to be how to dive into and how to find clients, high ticket sales clients for you using Instagram. So we're going to dive into Instagram, dive in the tips and tricks that you can do and the people that you want to be looking for when applying for these roles. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Asher and I went from basically working FIFO, doing this 12 hours a day underground to then living a life where I can basically go and do whatever I want with complete freedom. This is the exact method that I personally did to get my first setting role. That first setting role allowed me to replace my income, quit my job. Okay, so really quickly, if you're new here and you don't know what high ticket sales is or appointment setting or remote closing, basically all it is you have a business and a client, and simply that business sells a high ticket product or service. Let's say it's a business that helps with marketing to help another business with their marketing for their business, right? To get their ads and all that kind of shit running. So that business sells a high ticket offer. Let's say it's about $10,000. Now that business is already too busy handling the marketing for the other companies and their clients, and they got too much on their plate. So they need someone to set and close their high ticket offers for them. And that's where an appointment setter comes and a remote closer. Now the appointment setter is basically the person, the first line of defense, thinking about like the security guard. The lead comes to them through the marketing, comes to the appointment setter who is running and managing the business's lead flow. That appointment setter qualifies a lead, talking to them, engaging with them, making sure the product and service can actually help this prospect get to its goals. And then simply all they do is book them on for a meeting with the sales rep, and then the sales rep closes the deal. So these deals are about $10,000 and up, and you're generally getting between 5% as an appointment setter, so around $500 per close, and then around 10% for closing, which is $1,000. And that's on the lower side thing. So $10,000 is pretty much the minimum for these high ticket offers. So you can make some pretty decent money. But today we're going to go through how you can find these offers. All right, so we're going to be using Instagram now. But before you use Instagram, you go and apply and talk to any of these people, any of these business owners, you need to make sure something is very clear and is very cleaned up before you take action on this, and that is cleaning up your Instagram profile. I cannot stress this enough. No one is going to look at your Instagram profile if you have drugs, if you have partying, if you have illegal activities, if you just have stupid shit on there. No one is going to hire you. Why would they? So we need to have a clean profile. We need to have a clean bio. We need to have our highlights, no stupid shit, put in some traveling, maybe a bit of stuff of you working and, things about you. Then for posts, don't have obviously any stupid shit, you partying, delete all that. No drinking alcohol photos. I'm not saying don't drink alcohol. I'm just simply saying don't post it. Now to find the right people for these high ticket offers, these are the keywords that you're going to be searching up in the Instagram search bar. So it's going to be things like mentor, expert, coach, trainer, consultant, teacher, and then you're going to partner these words up with trading, real estate, crypto, investments, sales, dropshipping, e-commerce, SMMA, any sort of business model, any sort of niche. Can even be fitness, relationships, well-being. And basically what it's going to be looking like is you're going to be searching things like e-com mentor, trading expert. Basically, all you got to do is search e-com followed by these words and do that as many times as possible. Now, if that's a bit confusing, don't stress because I'm going to show you step by step as I dive into my laptop. So wait. So you want to go into your phone and go search, then simply go like e-com mentor. Now you want to go accounts. Now you have all of these people that are e-com professionals and they also have their mentoring program. Now the best thing about this is we don't have to show our face. We don't have to post on social media. We simply just close deals for these people. And the first one here is really good because she has a personal brand and you can see in her bio that she is very successful. Another thing we see here is a CTA. So it says, I help people build a 6 to 7 figure e-com biz. Join my private community. So this private community is obviously not for free. And if she's teaching you how to make a 6 to 7 figure business, it's going to be nothing less than $15,000. I guarantee you, which means she is a perfect person to outreach to and outreach our skills to her. And if we want to dive in further, we can see that she's posting consistently and promoting her personal brand. Plus she's also giving a lot of free value. Now let's go into a different one. Let's go trading coach. Now this is going to have heaps of people in there, going to have the e-commerce, but look, we have one straight away, Tom Camp. Forex trading educator, professional day trader, mentor, join my live trading challenge. And this guy definitely sells some sort of coaching program and we can see that he's getting a fair bit of traction and virality on his videos, which is a really good sign. Now the simple message that you want to send is something a little like this. Hey Tom, I noticed you're getting a lot of traffic to your page. Just wondering if you need a qualified appointment setter, would love to join your team. This is a nice friendly way to reach out to them and ask them if they need an appointment setter. Now, the success rate with this isn't very high, but if you're really hungry and you want to be successful and you actually want to get responses back, the reality is you're going to have to texting over 50 to 100 people per day to land a role. I like to think of it as the 10% rule. If you text 50 people, 5 people will respond. If you text 100, 10 people will respond, roughly. It's all a numbers game. The more you do, the more results you'll get. It's like the more reps. But see, the only thing and the flip with this and the bad thing, and I'm going to go into how we can get around this. If this guy has a mentoring program, if he has a high ticket offer, let's say it's $10, $20, $30,000, and he's using his Instagram to promote it, he is already going to have a whole team of qualified appointment setters. And they're going to be probably pretty good because he's making quite a lot of money. And now when you send that message to him, he's not going to receive it. Who's going to be receiving it? His appointment setters. Now, do you really think the appointment setter that's running his account would go, oh, look, Tom, a new message asking if they had any availability for an appointment setting role? Absolutely fucking not. What they're going to do is read your message, probably not even read your message, and press delete. It's as simple as that. They don't want you to steal their job. But now, how the fuck do we get around the appointment setter? Okay? So, and this little trick, and this is a little trick I used to get my first role, and I'm going to teach you the sauce. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to have a bit of knowledge on how to actually appointment set. But you don't need a whole lot, okay? What you're going to do is pretend to be interested in his high ticket offer and pretend to be interested in Tom's trading program. Then what you're going to do is text Tom and pretend to be interested. And simply what's going to happen is the appointment setter is going to reply to you and take you through the script, talk to you. But now it is super important that throughout this, you need to be taking notes and you need to be recognizing the mistakes that the appointment setter is making. Why are we doing this? We're doing this so then when we do get onto a call with Tom, because he's probably going to be closing us into his deal, we can simply go, hey mate, look, I'm not actually interested in your trading program, but what I noticed is that your appointment setters are fucking shit. This is the mistakes they made here, here, and here, and here. This is what I would have done. You should hire me and I'll do better. Now, to do this, you obviously need some sort of skills, some sort of understanding. A lot of the times, the mistakes they'll be making will just be common sense and just be idiotic mistakes, which you can easily pick up on. All right, so the next way is pretty much the same, but a lot of the times, the person will actually have a Calendly link where you can book in a call with them in their bio. If you see that, book in straight away, and you can also go into their DMs and DM them and pick out all the things and the mistakes that their appointment setter made. But the main thing is you're going to be getting on a call with them, which then you can pitch yourself and ask if you can be an appointment setter. That way they can't ignore your message because you are right in front of them. And now the next best way to find more people like this so that you can continue cold outreaching and find better people to work with is to train your Instagram to give them to you. Now, the best way to do this is to tell Instagram that you are looking and seeking these kind of people. So on Instagram, it has follow, message, and then there's that little button where it's like a little person and a plus sign. Click that, and that's gonna take us to more people that are similar to this person. Now we got all of these people that are perfect and potential people that we can reach out to. This is the best way just to keep finding more and more people that you can work with. Now, the best piece of advice that I can give to you is to track absolute everything. You wanna be tracking as much as possible. Now, what I mean by that is every person that you message, you want to build a spreadsheet on, Google Sheets, and you want to write their name, their username, the date that you messaged them, and if they responded. Now, every day, if you are outbounding to these people, you're going to build up a pretty big list. And if you're putting that into a spreadsheet, that means you're going to have a whole overview and a bird's eye view of these people, which then means you can follow up with them every week. So if they leave you on scene, hit them with another message. Hey, just check it in. Even what you can do is offer to work for free for a week or two. It doesn't matter. You're gonna be learning skills. You're gonna be getting real world skills, which is gonna be massive. And you're gonna earn their trust. And now easily one of the best ways to get a role and to land a legit role that isn't gonna be bullshit is through an agency and academy. Generally, if people are gonna teach you how to be an appointment setter and a closer, they're gonna have offers that they can offer to you. And that was exactly how I got one of my roles. I was getting trained up by an academy. They were teaching remote sales, they were teaching personal branding, content, all that kind of stuff. I was able to learn the skills, then apply myself to that real estate offer, which I did manually from my phone, like I was just showing you. And I also got put onto an offer with one of their clients. So I was running on 2 Instagram accounts and appointment setting. And I was still working a job. It was fucking crazy. But along with that, you're also gonna need to have some sort of training. And a lot of people don't like this, but you're gonna need to invest. You're gonna need to spend money to make money. But you have to think of it as you are investing in yourself. You are investing into a skill set so that you can make more money. Now, like always, I hope that was of value to you. If there's any questions, just leave a comment or send me a DM on my Instagram. But if you're looking for real training to be an appointment setter, to be a closer, and you want to get started ASAP, my mentors have opened up a few more spots for this month. So if you're keen, then simply DM me on Instagram and say YouTube. This way I know that you've watched this YouTube video and I can go from that instead of you just being some random motherfucker coming to my DMs. But anyway, that's it from me. Hope that was of value. Yeah, peace out, guys. Love you all. Cheers.